Have you ever been to a honey tasting event before? Well, neither have we. So today, my wife Jacqueline and I are headed down to the Los Angeles County Zoo, where the Los Angeles County Beekeeping Society is going to have a honey tasting event. So if you like this video, please give me that all important thumbs up. Okay? And if you are as curious as I am about what video we may make in the future, please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. So let's get this thing on the road and let's go find out what this honey tasting event is really all about. You too. Hi guys, how are you?
Good. How about you guys?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Want to try a sample?
Well, I'm thinking about doing that.
Six tastes for $3, and then you get 12 sticks to take with you.
Well, what I'm interested in is getting some information on about what you're looking for in tasting and some education on that. Is that something you guys are willing to do and let me put on my YouTube channel?
Normally, it's the lighter the honey, the milder the taste.
Was that a yes?
We could do that.
Okay, all right. So yeah, give me a lowdown on what we're looking for as far as flavors and as far as smells and well, I know most of that, but I don't know any of the rules about how you would go about testing your own honey to see if it's even competition worthy, or what makes
a whole different
or what
category.
makes a winner. So
That's a whole different
I'll
category.
take any information you can give me.
You got it.
Okay. So let's see here.
Do you want to taste free?
I'm going to have her taste it. She's got the palate.
Are you going to help them out yet?
Okay.
Here's the samples of the 6 flavors that we have. Samples are $3. Then once you pick out one flavor, then each honey is bottle of honey is just $10.
Okay. So what flavors do we have here?
So each of the flavors is buckwheat, avocado, wildflower, orange blossom, and sage. It all depends on where the bees forage.
Can you point to each one of them and tell me what which one each one of them is?
Oh, on your plate?
Yeah, on the plate, each spoon is wildflower, avocado, orange blossom, sage, buckwheat, and avocado, was it? Is it avocado? Almond, I'm sorry.
Almond.
Yeah.
Almond. Which one is the almond?
Almond is this one right here. So
Okay.
here's the almond right here, buckwheat, wildflower, avocado, orange blossom, sage. So we usually go from lighter to darker. The lighter the honey, the more delicate the flavor. So it depends on people's palates. It's like wine.
Okay.
Some people like a little darker honey. So we usually recommend starting from the lighter, the orange blossom, wildflower, sage. Go into the almond, and then the buckwheat, and then the avocado.
Okay. And then what are we looking for in a way of flavor profile? Is there something we're looking for?
They all have different flavors. The lighter ones are usually more delicate. They might have a lighter, fruitier flavor. The honeys have amino acids in them, enzymes, so in different acids, so it'll give it a different flavor. So
Okay.
and a lot of times it's a combination of mostly that flower that they're collecting. You can't really separate them out unless it's like the almond fields up in Northern California where it's just, orchards of almonds, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Buckwheat on our hills around here, it usually goes up the hill, so you get predominance of buckwheat, which is a pretty nice flavored honey.
Okay. And what about aroma? Is there aroma component to the competition?
I guess you could if you had that kind of a nose. I don't particularly do that. I mean, you can with wine too, but honeys,
It's all about taste.
all about it.
Yeah. I came down today because I don't know anything about how you go about grading honey for tasting and color and competition and all that kind of stuff. Is this one of the judges here?
No, not me.
Not you? Okay. So I'm understanding it's all about flavor. It's not about aroma. It's about clarity. It's about color and flavor.
Yeah.
Okay. Aroma.
Yeah, John?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now my understanding is that we have different kinds of honey out there. We could have blackberry honey. We could have buckwheat honey. We could have goldenrod honey. Is there some kind of a rule or regulation that says you have to have a certain specific metric in that honey in order to be able to call it blackberry honey, or is it just kind of a fly by the seat of your pants?
The quantity of buckwheat, the quantity.
60% of honey that's labeled is labeled wrong.
Okay.
The only way you can tell is by examining the pollen in the honey, and that takes microscopic, all kinds of tests.
Okay.
They
So
aren't easy. Some people will infuse honey with flavors like blackberry, like lavender. A lot of lavender honey people infuse theirs with lavender.
they just do that with extract. Okay. Okay.
But that isn't that ain't honey.
That's not.
out.
I understand. So when you pick up a jar and it says blackberry honey on it, you really don't know. It's just up to the beekeeper's integrity to tell you correctly. Well, I brought my wife with me as a tester because she's half
good.
Japanese. They have the most sensitive noses and pretty much of the sensitive palate.
So you're gonna.
So I'm going to put.
Where's it going?
I can't smell anything, and taste is even pretty much worse. So I brought my tasting expert
We'll
with
start
me.
the lighter and then go from there.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this
See
one
how you
first.
do. Have a smell so you can smell the smell.
That's orange blossom.
That's a standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got wildflower, then sage if you
Now,
want
is
to try
there
that.
something
No,
I'm
just
supposed
leave
to-
them right there so that you know what you liked or didn't like.
So do I need to take a swig of water or something?
Do you have a swig of water if you want to clean your palate?
Okay.
Sure, that's a good idea. It's like wine tasting.
If my math is right.
So then the next one is this light colored
Or
one?
you could do wildflowers the next one.
This one
This
here?
one right here is wildflowers, so that's the lighter one.
Oh yeah,
Wildflower.
that.
So that's a mix of flowers.
it's sweeter. And this is one that gets used, named a lot, right? Because people don't know what they have.
Or if you're an urban beekeeper, they'll usually call it backyard honey or something like that, because that's where I kept my bees. And if I took it down to LA Honey Company, they'd just say, "Oh, it's backyard honey." I was like,
Okay.
"Yeah, right."
So could you taste the flavor in there?
LA Honey sells backyard.
Well, I mean, other than sweeter, is there
Well,
a
they
flavor of
bought
any
it
kind
for
that
me
you?
back in the 70s and
You know,
80s. I
did
don't
it smell
know
like
if it's
anything to you?
I don't have the smell, but it's a lot sweeter than this other
So
one.
bulk.
Okay.
I took my 5
This one
gallon
is
cans.
sage.
Is sage the next one in line for you?
Yeah, which is the next lighter color.
And perfectly forced it out. I had a 4-frame extractor for that. Run it through a
That has a
strainer, a
distinctive
wire
flavor
strainer,
to
pull
it.
out all the wax and the bee parts
That's,
and all that stuff. And then fill them up.
More sweet or more savory?
It's not as sweet as the wildflower. The sage is not as sweet as the wildflower.
It's different, yeah. Sage is usually a little drier. It's a chaparral, right?
Yeah.
Comes up in our mountains around here.
So would you say that's more savory than sweet?
Then what's the next one?
You probably can go with the almond, which
Almond?
is should
This
be,
one?
yeah, no, that's avocado.
This is avocado. So this one's
Almond,
almond.
try the almond, see what you think.
Okay.
That's the strongest.
What is it? Oh, it's grainy.
Well, it's starting to granulate a little bit, the almond is. So that's the crystallization, it's the amount of dextrose that's in honey.
It's more caramel tasting.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
This one is your what?
Buckwheat, yeah.
So try that guy.
It's not my favorite.
Buckwheat's not your favorite? See, so she's a connoisseur there, young man.
That isn't your typical buckwheat.
Has a different. What is in it?
A little stronger flavor, the buckwheat. Remember, the buckwheat can have a little bit more acid in it. They have acids in the honey itself, right? That's how the bee's stomach breaks down the nectar and divides it from the sucrose into the glucose and the fructose.
Okay.
So
Buckwheat supposedly approaches manuka honey the most
Oh,
in its manuka in its antimicrobial and medicinal values.
And that,
Your
that
buckwheat's supposed to be
microbial
like
is a very expensive honey, right?
That
But in winter, it's
Manuka honey, yeah.
everybody's flavor. It depends on what you
Burn
like.
units will buy gallons and gallons of buckwheat.
Oh, they will. Rather than any of the others.
I think so. But they get honey for wounds. Rather than bandaging up burns, they cover
That's the
them with honey.
avocado one.
That's the avocado.
Yeah.
You like that?
It's more flavorful than the others, but it's
Of all
not
of them.
as.
So that's number 6.
Molasses.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. Molasses. It tastes like molasses. Blackstrap molasses.
See, you got a connoisseur on your hand.
Well, I know I have taste buds on my hand. So, are you guys going to do some honey tasting?
Yeah.
Could I film you and get your comments on this stuff that I could put on my YouTube channel?
What do you think about the flavor?
Yeah, it's just your opinion. Well, I've got one on already. I'd like to get 2 or 3 opinions if I can.
You want to do a honey tasting?
Yes, please.
Okay, $3 is here. And you also get one of these.
Thank
So
you.
have a seat up here at the bar and let him run you through it the way he ran the last person through.
Okay, now start with the lightest.
And what is your name?
Sarah,
Sarah, thank you so much for doing this, Sarah.
No, that's $3, I think.
I did like some.
Start with the lightest one. What's that, orange blossom?
I know, but I don't have my. Which one was this one? Really good.
And what do you
That's the
think?
favorite of. We will sell twice the amount of orange blossom than any other.
That's really good.
What do you think about that?
I really liked it. You could taste just like a little hint. That's perfect.
Okay.
Which one now?
And then the next one, probably sage, the S.
Okay.
Avocado's $10 if you want.
So how's that different?
That's almond. Here's avocado.
It's hard to
right here.
explain, but I could taste it. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's really good. They're both really good. Like, kind of a couple. It hits you a couple seconds after you try it.
You want to sample
Does it
everything
have
for
a
$3.
back in the
That
throat?
sample's ready to go.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Let's see. The next one would probably be wildflower.
Okay.
That
Wait, wildflower?
Yeah, wildflower.
Okay.
Credit card. This young man's giving credit card.
Yeah, the flavor's more direct.
Flavors more what?
Oh, credit card runs $3.
More direct?
Yeah, like I don't know, like you taste it like the wildflower, like
Minimum is $10.
first. Like, it's
There's many different flowers in that. That's why.
Total?
yeah.
Okay, what do you have there? There's almond, avocado, and buckwheat left, I believe. Try the buckwheat.
$10 for Victoria.
This one?
Yeah.
Save some more bucks.
Oh, that one's really direct. You could
Now,
definitely-
does that have the back in your throat
Yeah.
like the sage?
Yeah,
I find that one's even more so or less.
more so.
1, 2, 2, 4. 12, 24.
$3, you get an extra 12.
Okay, and then now it's up in the air between the avocado and the almond. I'd try avocado.
Okay.
Yours, or she wants to share with you.
What does that taste like?
Yes.
Oh, you can really taste it. It's like
Thank you.
hard to explain. I can
Molasses?
taste it. Yeah.
Molasses?
Oh, do you want? It's
Okay,
actually
and
good.
then the last one is the almond.
Oh, I thought.
That one's different, huh?
Yeah.
How would you describe it?
This is.
You can kind of like see little. Well, I don't know if I'm like crazy or not, but little like almond bits in it, kind of a little bit.
The
Mine?
almond tends to crystallize faster. It'll crystallize in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's hard.
And what you're going is sugar crystals. That's what you're tasting.
Little darker honey. So
I like
a
this.
stronger flavor.
I think I like the first one, the orange one, the most.
Okay, yeah. Most people do.
Yeah.
I'll throw that away for you.
Thank you.
To your email
Now we have the same honey bottled in bottles here.
or text, what would you prefer?
If you're
Get a taste of the whole
really enamored,
if you want for the same price.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
and
Well, that was an interesting trip. I learned quite a bit about how honey tastes differently depending on what flower source the nectar is coming from. And when it comes from many different kinds of flowers, the honey is simply called wildflower honey. I wasn't aware of that. So what did you learn today? Please leave a comment below and let me know anything that you might have learned today or anything that you could share with us to make our palates more sophisticated in tasting honey. So don't forget to give me that thumbs up And please come back again and visit us. Hope to see you soon.